Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can strum through and kind of work the licks through Mind Your Manners by Pearl Jam. And we're going to start off with kind of that intro lick where you play 3rd fret on the A string, and then we play 2nd fret on the A string. And then we do that 3 2 2 2 2 2 2 3 2 2 2. So you're playing a C note and then kind of moving to a B note. So C B C B C B. Now you may want to kind of back that lick up though with power chords, and one way is to kind of take the C note on the A string 3rd fret, and then take the 3rd finger and kind of add it in on the D string on the 5th fret, and that sounds a C5 power chord, and it sounds really, really powerful. And then you can back up that 2nd fret on the A string with kind of a B5 power chord, where you do that same shape, but now on the A string 2nd, D string 2nd. I'm just playing just the A and the D strings. So if you're quick enough, you may be able to kind of get that to work as kind of a power chord thing, and you can even throw in some extra down ups for all the dead time, right? C B C B C B. Now, if you wanted a really easy way to just strum through that part, you could use a B minor chord. And the way you play B minor, 1st finger goes across the entire 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the B string 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the D string 4th fret, and the pinky on the G string 4th fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor chord. You may want to kind of do that with kind of muting, and you can even work kind of downs through that part. Or you can almost kind of cheat it with the 2nd finger and kind of get in that C note to the B note. It could be kind of a cool idea to kind of play around with too. So you may want to kind of play around with that too. Now the C note, you could back that up with a C chord. Yeah, that could be a very cool thing. And the way you play C major, 1st finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D string 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the A string 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string and the high E string, that sounds a C major chord. That sounds really, really happy. And this is a little weird. A lot of times with a song like this, I like to use something called a strum pattern. One of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So if you tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you wanted to kind of work that through the intro, you could just stay on the B minor, actually, and just kind of try and work that as kind of something to kind of work over for that intro. Or you could do kind of a C hit on the 1st down, and then jump to the B minor for the down, up, down, C, down, B minor, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down. So you may want to kind of play around with that too. It's kind of a cool little chord hit thing too. And then from there, we go into our main verse part. And so we play 2nd on the A string, and then 3rd on the D string, 2nd on the D, and then open D. That's kind of a B, F, E, D. It's kind of that main lick there. And then we play 2 on the A, 3 on the A, back to 2 on the A, and then open A. So all together you got kind of a B, F, E, D, B, C, B, A, B, F, E, D, B, C, B, A. And you can back that up with power chords too. You start on the B5, but then from the B5 you could back up that F note with that F5 power chord by doing 1st finger on the D string on the 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the G string 5th fret, and then kind of playing just the D and the G strings for an F5 power chord. And then we can slide that back 1 fret to 2nd on the D string, 4th on the G string for an E5 power chord. And then for the D, we could play a D5 power chord where you play open D and then 2nd fret on the G string at the same time. So we'd have a B, F, E5, B5, and then we go back to the B5, and we can kind of throw in the C5 and the B5, and then we can go to an A5 power chord where you do open A with the 2nd fret on the D string at the same time. So you kind of have a B5, F, E, D, B5, C, B, A, B5, F, E, D, D, C, B, A is kind of that main riff through that. So through that part, actually, you really could kind of back up a lot of that too with just the B minor chord. So you could have just that B minor, down, up, down, B minor, down, down, B minor, down, up, down, down. Or you might even kind of try that muting idea. Might be kind of a cool way to kind of work the verse too. And then from there, then we go into into kind of our chorus lick. And then from there, we'd be going into our chorus licks. And our chorus licks start on a D5 power chord, where you could put the first finger on the A string 5th fret, third finger on the D string 7th fret. And if you strum just the A and the D strings, that sounds a D5 power chord. And our main idea here is kind of going from 5 on the A string to 3 on the A string, and then back to 5, and then 3 open A, and then going back to 3 on the A string. So you can back up all that with power chords. D5, C5, D5, C, A5, C5. And then there's kind of this variation on that where we play the D5, and then we go to the F5, and then D5, C, and then A5, C5. So all together you got D, C, D, C, A, C, D, F, D, C, A, C. Now if you wanted to back that up with chords and just kind of strum through it though, instead of the D5 you could use a D major chord. And the way you play D major, first finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the high E on the 2nd fret, third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, or the D, G, B, and E, kind of the skinny 4 strings actually will get you a clear sound. It sounds a D major chord and it sounds really, really happy. And then for the C5 hit, we could do a C major chord. And then for the A hit, we could go to an A major chord. When we play A major, first finger goes to the D string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord. It sounds really, really happy. And then we could go back to our C major chord, and then we go back to D, but then we could kind of go to an F major chord. And the way you play F major, first finger goes across the entire 1st fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, third finger on the A string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major bar chord. It sounds really, really happy. Now, if you hate bar chords, you can also use an F5 or an F major 7. The way you play F major 7, first finger goes to B on the 1st fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, and third finger on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, then that sounds an F major chord. It sounds really, really, really happy. And then from the F, we could go to an A, and then we go back to C, kind of on our chorus. So we try our chorus with a down, down, up, up, down. You could just do the chords instead of the licks and have D, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, A, down, down, and kind of a C hit. Or you could even use those chords and kind of just do the muting idea. It'd be kind of a cool idea too. C, D, and then from there, then we'd be going into our verse part again. Now, something else I would think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, if you're digging on kind of the strum pattern to kind of back up your voice on this, you can kind of throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the B minor, you have the A string for your bass. So we have bass, down, up, down. On the C, you'd have the A string for the bass. Bass, down, up, down. On the D, you'd have the D string for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A string for the bass. On the A, you'd have the A string for the bass. And then on the F, when we get to it, on the F bar, you have the low E string for your bass. And then on the F major 7, you'd have the D string for the bass. So if we try that verse, you could just kind of back it up with a bass, down, up, through that part. And the muting part can be kind of a cool thing to kind of work on too. Or you could just be kind of work that power chord lick. 3 2 0 2 3 2 0 2 3 2 0 2 3 2 0. Kind of work the power chord lick too. And then from there we'd be repeating that until we get to our next chorus. And on our next chorus, like you could kind of work that power chord lick there too. F B C A C D. Or from the top we'd have D C D C A C D F D C A C. And we kind of have that hit. Or you could try doing a bass down, up, through it. And then you have D with a D bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, D with a D kind of end up with a chorus tag where we go back to our D, C, A, C, and then D, and F. It's kind of a chorus tag that leads us into our bridge part. And our bridge starts on the A major, and then we go to G major, and then we go to an F sharp minor chord. And when we play F sharp minor, first finger goes across the entire 2nd fret, third finger on the A string 4th fret, and the pinky on the D string on the 4th fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F sharp minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now through this part too, if you wanted to work the power chords, you could work this as kind of an A5 power chord, even kind of doing the opening 2nd fret. Or you could use 5th fret on the low E string and 3rd finger on the A string 7 for an A5. For the G, you could use a G5 power chord with a low E string 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the A string on the 5th fret. And then for the F sharp, you could do just an F sharp 5 power chord, which could be a very, very cool thing too. Where you got 2nd finger on, or 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the low E, 3rd finger on the A string 4th fret. And then from there, then we go back to our G, and then we go back to our A, and then G, and then F sharp minor, and then back to G, and then we go back to A, and then we go to G, and then we go to F sharp minor, and at the end we have this big build-up on an E major chord. When we play E major, first finger goes to the G string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the A string on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like an E major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. The bridge part, you could do it as just downs with just that A, G, F sharp minor, G, and just kind of work it with the downs. Or you could kind of try that muting idea where we had kind of 4 downs or 8 downs on each one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, G, if you wanted to kind of work it that way. A, G, F sharp minor, G, and it can be kind of cool even to open that up and kind of work the down, down, up, through that part. G, F sharp minor, and then at the end you got that E major, or if you're digging on the basses, you could add bass notes to that and have A with an A bass, G with a low E bass, F sharp minor with a low E bass, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, up, down, F sharp minor with low E bass, G with low E bass, A with an A bass, G with low E bass, F sharp minor with low E bass, and then the E major, and you want to kind of work that as kind of that build-up. And then from there, then we're going to be going back into our verse part, so we're kind of back to our B, C, B, A, B, or was it? And then from there, we're going to be going into kind of a solo part that kind of matches our verse part. So you may want to kind of work kind of those opening notes that we were talking about, kind of working the power chords. C, B, A, B, F, E, D, B, C, B, A, kind of working that way. Or you could just kind of strum around the B minor, even if you wanted to just kind of work that as a strum idea. And then from there, then we go into a chorus part actually, so that we could work that with our bass down, up, down, up. And we'd have D, so we'd back to our D, C, D, C, A, C, D, F, D, C, A, C. It's kind of that push. Or you could even work that as kind of the bass down, up, down, up idea. A with an A bass, C with an A bass, D with a D bass, F with a low E bass, A with an A bass. Then we got kind of the C. And then we go right back into our chorus. So we're back to our D, C, D, C, A, C, D, F, D, C, A. And then we kind of do a stop time there. And then we go right into kind of part of our bridge. Actually, we're back to the A major, G with low E bass, F sharp minor with low E bass, D with low E bass. Or you can work that as kind of that same kind of push where you got a lot of the downs on each one. F sharp minor, but then just one time and then go to E. And then from there, then we go into our outro part. And on our outro, we start on the B5, but then we go to E5, and then we go to a G5, and then from there, then we go to kind of this cool little hit where you could do a D5, and then an A5, and then a D5. So we're going B, B, E, major chord, and then kind of save that hit for the end with a D major and then an A and a D chord to make that a little bit thicker. So you'd have B minor, down, up, down, E, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, D, A, D, B minor, E, G, D, A, D. Or you can work that with basses and have B minor, A bass, G bass, D, A, D, B minor, E major, G bass, D, A, D. Or you might just work that with the power chords. That's a cool thing too. If you know other places to play these chords, feel free. And then at the very, very end, we got this cool little tag where right after that last D, A, D, we do that again. D, A, D, and then we do it again. D, A, D, and then we end on the B minor. So coming out last time, you got kind of B minor, E major, G, D, A, D, D, A, D, D, A, D, B minor. It's kind of that last little part. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Mind Your Manners by Pearl Jam. So good luck!